This is a podcast from the Business Times.
Good evening. It's Thursday, July 23rd, 2026. Here's your market-focused daily closing bell update by the Business Times. Asian shares advanced today after major U.S. technology companies unveiled robust capital spending plans, while geopolitical tensions in the Middle East lifted oil prices to near 6-week highs. Results from Alphabet and Tesla suggest the AI spending boom is far from over. Alphabet lifted its capital expenditure guidance for the year, giving another boost to Asian chip makers expected to play a key role in building AI infrastructure. Upcoming earnings this week should offer greater clarity on whether elevated capital expenditure is beginning to generate meaningful returns. U.S. chip makers Intel, which is due to report earnings after the close today, and Advanced Micro Devices, or AMD, are reportedly securing longer-term supply agreements with Chinese server customers for data center processors as prices continue to rise. The deal suggests the AI boom is expanding beyond specialized AI chips to include memory, networking equipment, and server processors, giving suppliers greater bargaining power to lock in longer-term contracts. MSCI's broadest index of Asia-Pacific shares outside Japan rose roughly 1%, putting it on course for a 3% weekly advance. South Korea's Kospi gained 2.3% in the open, led by memory giants SK Hynix and Samsung Electronics, while Japan's Nikkei closed 0.46% higher. Shifting our focus to the commodity markets. Oil prices climbed again after Yemen's Iran-aligned Houthis claimed attacks on 2 Saudi oil tankers in the Red Sea, while the U.S. carried out another round of strikes on Iran for a 12th consecutive night. U.S. President Donald Trump also warned of strikes on Iranian infrastructure should ships transiting the Strait of Hormuz come under attack. Brent crude futures rose 2.3% to $96.27 a barrel, while the U.S. West Texas Intermediate gained 1.9% to $88.48. Attention now turns to the European Central Bank, which is widely expected to leave interest rates unchanged later today. However, policymakers are likely to keep the door open to a possible rate hike in September as higher energy prices threaten to reignite inflation. The euro has edged up 0.17%. Back on Wall Street, equity futures traded lower as investors assessed the latest corporate earnings, mounting scrutiny over AI capital expenditure, and renewed strength in oil prices. Dow, S&P 500, and NASDAQ futures each declined between 0.1% and 0.2%. Alphabet shares declined 3% in after-hours trading, despite reporting record growth for its cloud computing unit. The company lifted its 2026 capital expenditure guidance to $205 billion, from a previous range of $180 billion to $190 billion, reinforcing expectations of sustained AI investment. However, the higher spending comes amid growing investor scrutiny over whether hyperscalers' AI outlays will translate into stronger earnings. Closer to home, Singapore's inflation edged higher in June but remained below market expectations. Core inflation, which excludes accommodation and private transport, rose to 1.6% in June from 1.4% in May, driven by higher prices for food, services, and retail goods. Headline inflation also ticked up to 1.9% in June from 1.8% in May, as rising accommodation costs added to underlying price pressures. That's it for today. For more business news and market updates, visit bt.sg. And Lens on Daily for the latest tomorrow at 10 a.m.
This is a podcast by the Business Times. Find more BT podcasts at businesstimes.com.sg/podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. This podcast is meant to provide general information only. SPH Media accepts no liability for loss arising from any reliance on the podcast or use of third parties' products and services. Please consult professional advisors for independent advice.